Good morning, everyone. I didn't see the numbers stop. It goes 3, 2, 1. How is everybody this morning? Who have we got here already? We have Monique. Good morning. Daphne. Good morning. Suzanne. Good morning. Desley. Good morning. Roz. Good morning. Oh, goodness. You all beat me to it this morning. I'm going to put the fan on. And it's going to go the wrong way, of course it is. Okay. It's probably going to blow everything all over the place, but I would rather that. It's very, very oppressive this morning. No rain, blue sky with cloud. Probably getting rain later, but at the moment it's all clear, so washing is on the line. First lot. Hubby can put the next lot out in a minute. Hi, Kerry. How are you this morning? Okay, Suzanne. Not a problem. Hopefully I'll be able to watch yours today. I'll see how I go. Hi, Marlene. How are you? Lovely to see you all. Thank you so much for for dropping in and spending some time with me. Okay. Alrighty. So this morning I'm going to be doing a bit of a mix of cards. So from what I can gather, originally Susan Campfield made this card. Then I was watching Iced Images last night, so Louise, and she did the same card, but she did it bigger. And she also turned it around. So I'm going to do, excuse me, I'm going to do the smaller size, but turn it around. Oh, it's actually a dress. Thank you. It's one of my, what do you call it? My cheapy ones that you pick up. You've got to be careful when you wash them because in here is all stitching, but it's done on a machine, and it's if you wash it straight in the machine or anything like that, then it all starts to unravel after a while. But they're very comfortable and very loose. So I did have actually, I'll show you. I had a wardrobe malfunction this morning. Now, don't worry, there's nothing. Let me open this a minute and I'll show you what happened this morning. I had to call hubby in. I went, oops, wardrobe malfunction. I'll go down to the desk and I'll probably be able to show it to you easier down there. This is what happened in my wardrobe this morning. So everything on that side of the wardrobe has slipped down. Hi, Sue. Lovely to see you. And you might be able to just see it just here. Wrong. Oh, don't move that. Just at the top bit there, that's where it's pulled out from the top of the wardrobe. So anyway, hubby will fix that today for me. He said to me, I told you that you had too many clothes. So there we go. Wardrobe malfunction of a different kind. That's what it is. What's on the back of there? Oh, okay. All right. So I'm just going to stick with the gears and textures. I'm not going to put a lot on it today. I'm going to do the whole less is more today. I'm using basic beige because I think it goes better with that than white or even I took out the one I call cream. I know it's not called cream, but hey. So I've gone with this colour. So we'll get started nice and early and just see how we go. Alrighty, so what's everybody's weather like today? Seems to be the topic of the day every day, doesn't it? Everybody talks about their weather. So I have sort of made a bit of a mock-up. So when Sue Camfield made it, she made it so that it went... Oh! So we're going to have a box, one box, two boxes, right? So Sue Campfield, if you can sort of understand where I'm coming from, it's not easy to hold them. She made hers this way, and then when it all folded down, it tucked. Oh, I can't really do it. I'll have to show you. When it all folded down, that tucked over there like that. You can't really see it probably, I don't know. So I'm going to turn it up the other way and do it so that, not up the other way, this way. Oh, maybe just the other way. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a bit close. But we could still do it. We'll just imagine that one's in there. That would still tuck and come out that way. So we can have it either way. For me, I was in advertising for quite a while, and your eye always goes from the top left to the bottom right. So it's something that when you know, yes, oh dear. You like the base vanilla. That's it. Very vanilla. Is it very vanilla? So we can either do it that way, or I can turn it and do it completely different again. Imagine that other one's in there, but I think it covers that little one, which I don't want to do. So that's how Sue had it. Just going to turn it. Yep. So I'll still do this here, this side, but when I'm finished, it'll be turned that way. If that would sit like a square, but it's not going to at the moment. So that will sit that way, and then it'll tuck. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Believe me. Very vanilla. Yes, that's the one. So this is what I thought that this was quite a nice piece. It's got, some of the basic beige, and it's got the greens in. It does have pretty peacock on the back. Not sure that I'll use it. I'll see how I go. All right, so let me get started. I'm so pleased for all this basil cardstock that I have left, because I can make these little, what do you call them, mashups, whatever, and I don't have to use so much of my good stuff, which is good. Let's put that over that side because the fan's having a heyday in here at the moment. All right, so I'm going to start with the base. So the base and the blocks are Sue Campfield's size. I think she did it about a month ago. So if you wanted to go and see how she did it, because what she's like, she just does it and it just works in so beautifully. And I'm probably going to make a. So the base is 5.5 by 8.5. So I think that's what I thought. So I'm going to do the 8.5 this way. So our paper doesn't lend itself to 8.5 if we use it the other way. So let's make sure what I've got. 8.5. Yeah, ours will do 8 easy enough, 8 1/4 even, but it doesn't want to do the rest. So I'm going to score this at 1 3/4. Wondered why I couldn't see. Right, that's a bit better. So 1 3/4 score, and then 6, and then 7 3/4. So that's what we have, and we're going to do a valley, mountain. So we're going to do valley, and then we're going to turn this bit back as a mountain, and that gives us the card base, the first part of the card base. Now so to do the larger pop-up, I need it to be 4 1/4 by 6. So let me do 4 1/4. Is that right? By 6. Yes, it is. Sorry, I was just looking at it the wrong way around. And I'm going to score that at 1 1/2. 3, and 4 1/2. That's one of your favorite designer series paper for generic cards. Yeah, I'm loving this Nature Walk paper. I really am. There's just so much you can do with it, and it lends itself to so many different things. So we're just going to do all mountain folds on that because we're going to form a box. So, and I'll burnish those in a minute. And then we have the small one, which hopefully I'll get out of one of these pieces. And it is 2 by 3 1/2. So have I got 3 1/2? I do. And by 2. Probably could have done it out of one of the other pieces I've got here. And I'm going to score that at a 1/2 inch, 2 1/2, and 3. And they're going to be all mountain folds as well. Okay, so we've got that. So that's all our base pieces done. We'll pop that to one side for a minute. So we've got the 3 base pieces. Now we want, pieces to go down here, and down here, I believe. Yep. And then on this one, we want something for the 2 middles. This one apparently stays like that unless I decide I don't want it like that. We'll see it towards the end. Now, I also want a piece in the background. So this is where you come in. I'm going to use the green, but I can also use the Pretty Peacock. So should I do this center part, Pretty Peacock, and maybe that part, Pretty Peacock, and do the others in the green? Or should I do it the other way around with that as Pretty Peacock, that is the green, and then there, and there, there, and there as the pretty peacock, and this piece on the edge as green. So we'll do it. Hi Debbie, how are you this morning? Lovely to see you. So really the choice is, do we want the green in the middle or do we want the pretty peacock in the middle? You let me know what you want to do with that. And I will, like I said, I'm not going to put too many pieces on it. So of the gears and what have you today, it's going to be quite basic. So it doesn't really matter which one because I'm just going to do a bit of stamping on it as well, but not a lot. So I'll stamp some of the gear stuff, probably like some of this, and some splodges because we all like splodges. Don't want to do too much though. And if I use the green side, I will do it in green. I'll probably do it in Mossy Meadow. And if I use this side, I will give it a go in Pretty Peacock, but I might go to a different color as well. Green on the inside. Thank you, Marlene. That's got that sorted. So the green will be here. Here and here, and these others will be in the Pretty Peacock. So this one I haven't got a size for because so it's 5.5 by 4.25. Write that down because all right, so I'll cut that piece of green at 5.25. Actually, I might use that end. 5.25. What did I say it was? 4.5. No, 4.25. So cut it at 4. I think that's right. Where's mine? See, my fan's blowing everything around. So that will sit inside there like that. Now these 4, I will have, doesn't really matter which way you look at it. This one, this one, this one, and this one I'll do in the Pretty Peacock. So the DSP 4, the base is 1.5 by 5.25. So let's do 1.5. I need, how many of these do I need? 4. 1.5. 1.5. 1.5, and that's by, what did I say, 5.25. So let's go 5.25. I could probably put them together. That one's not 1.5. Let me do another one. 1.5. That's better. Do these two together. Let's do 5. I always worry when I do this in case I haven't got them exactly together. Okay, so that's those 4 pieces. They're going to go that way, and then I want a skinny piece to go on here, which will be the green again, And that piece is oh, I've still got to do some for here as well. So the small ones will be a 1/2 inch by, no, they're not. Ooh, just drop that. Did I write it down? I bet I didn't write it down. No, I didn't. All right. Oh, there's no DSP on the small piece. That's right. So now I want the, that's why I didn't write anything. Two middle areas. That's the outsides. Oh, yes, so 2 middle areas. So I might do those in the green as well, because if I do those in the blue, I'm going to have a lot of blue. So I also want 1/2 inch by 5 1/4 for this one. So let's do that. It'd be really nice if this fan wasn't blowing. Oh, that's exactly right. So that's the other part. So that's the bit that goes down there. It's going to leave a reasonable spacing. Let me move that so the fan doesn't do it. Now I need the 2 pieces for here from this part, and they're 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. So they are going to be 1 1/4 by 4, and I need 2 pieces. So what are we going to do that inside bit? If we've got that like that, this is going to be blue, this is going to be, well, not blue, what's it? So I think I'm going to do these 2 in the green again. So I need them to be 1 1/4 by 4. So let's see if I can get 1 1/4. This is really good because this was actually a leftover piece. And 1 1/4. And these need to be by 4. So what I've actually done is taken off a lot of the darker stuff and left myself with the lighter areas. Whoops. Okay, let's see if we can get this show on the road. So that one's going to go there, and that one is going to go there. And then that one doesn't have anything. So let's start by sticking these pieces in. I swear I'm going to turn that fan off in a minute. Your last day of work? Are you retiring after tomorrow? Oh, that's great that you're getting on so well, Deb. Really pleased to hear that. And Sue's frustrated. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. I actually love this this pretty peacock with it's pretty peacock with secret C by the look of it. So Tuesday nights is my late night. I like to watch Iced Images, and she comes on at 10:30. But then I also like to watch Inspired Inken, and she comes on at midnight. And last night she was late coming on. So it was midnight before she started. So that's my really late night. Okay, so I'll pop that one there. And this one here. If we can. And then, what did I do with the really skinny piece? There it is. This piece is going to go here like this. And you know what? I should have probably stamped on that before I put it in. Maybe I won't stamp on it. Maybe I'll go really basic. And then pop that there. All right, so we've got that. Now I'm going to turn it over because we've got these two pieces, one for here and one for here. Do you know what? Now, who said that one? I can't remember who I was watching. And they said if you haven't got a holder for your Tombow and you've got this, the washi tape, that makes a perfect holder for the Tombow. I thought that was great. Oh, so you get one every 21 days for 12 months. Might be a pain, but it's going to be worth it in the long run, isn't it? Let me pop this here. All right, so this is what we have so far. Oh. And then these two. Now, what did I decide? I think I decided on the green because it'll look like it's popped up from underneath. So the green on these. It's funny because if I do have my iPad next to the bed. It's fatal, really, because if I watch it, I fall asleep with it left running, and then I wake up with some random person talking to me about some random stuff that. But what I don't like, and I don't know why it happens, it's the only Apple thing that I have is my iPad, and it was my mother-in-law's. And when she passed, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law both had iPads, and I didn't have one. I had a tablet, but it wasn't working particularly well, so I took it on. But when I get onto it, so when I go onto it and I go onto YouTube, I go into my own channel, but it never lets me open a chat box, so I can't talk to anybody. So, so that is going to go like that, but I'm going to turn it. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you what. No, I am going to do it this way. So that's going to sit like that. That will sit down, and then that will then come over there like that. Okay, so first off, might leave those and decorate them first. I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on here. Like I said, not a lot, because I would prefer this to be more minimal. So it's going to be splodges. Where's my blocks? It's going to be, I'm only going to do 3 different ones, I think. So I will do the splodge. Oh, helps if you take the cover off, Lorraine. I'll do the splodge. So like that. I love this circle one. And what haven't I used? I've never used this yet, so maybe I should just give that a go. And I don't want to do too much. So on here, I'm going to use Mossy Meadow, and I might take out a brighter one. I'll try it on the other paper first. Let's do that before I start. Have we got a piece big enough to actually stamp on? That's not the one, Lorraine. It's this one. I just want to see. Oh, well, you can't even see it. So that's a waste of time, isn't it? We won't use that. I'm wondering if we'll really see. I might take out the basic grey just in case. All right, so let me just give that a quick clean off. And I'll give this a go. Like I said, this is a lot lighter, but that's better. We'll be able to see this. So I'm just going to randomly pop some of these around here, and we'll do some splodges. I'm sort of trying to keep it up near the edges because the boxes are going in here. So we'll do some splodges, and I probably haven't left much room at all for my swirlies, but we can go over the top. 1 to 3 inches of snow by Thursday. I could do that. I could absolutely do that right now. Oops, that went onto the actual card base, but that doesn't. So it did down here as well. That's why I should have done it. I'm going to put one in there just in case it does show. And let's maybe put a stamped off version of that in there. All right, so that's what I've got. So when I put this in there, what are we going to see? We're going to see, quite a bit of it. So I'm just going to do, on this one, I'm going to do, oh, no, you're not, Lorraine. Just do a couple of these on here. And I'm going to be very because this is where we're going to pop some other bits and pieces. Trying very hard not to get it onto the, there we go. So that's probably it for that. Close these up before I put my hand in it. Oh, hi, Tanya. You make me jealous. I love your area. Just love it. One day I'll get over there, take hubby over so he can see. At the moment here, we're humid. Today is the sun's out. At the moment, we're sitting at 29 degrees. There's a tiny breeze, not a lot. We're expecting rain later, and if I look out over further out the back, I can see darker clouds. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use tear and tape. Now, let me see. This must be the Stampin' Up one. Just can't see any others. And I'm going to use tear and tape on these because I want them to stick. I'll put 3 on. I do have a very wide one, but it is, you're getting 20 today, Sue. Marlene. Oh, no, you don't need more rain up there. My goodness. I've been keeping an eye on it so that I can see what's going on. Luckily, we don't have to travel north at all, so that's a bonus. So we had a house inspection yesterday and I cleared my desk and now I can't find my little scissors. Okay. I'll find them in a minute. When I don't need them, I'll find them. All right, let's use the other pair then. These have got a curved tip, which I usually like to use if I'm cutting. All right, just trim that off, and then I'm going to do the same this end. Yes, this country is has so many different variations of the weather. We've got people down in Victoria that are suffering fires, which is dreadful. And then up north, they're getting the monsoonal rains, or the rain from possibly from the cyclone. It's just horrendous. 29 and humid in Brisbane. Okay. Yeah, see, we're 29 and humid here. All right, so what I'm going to do is just pull these back a little bit so that I don't commit myself completely. This one will have to come down a bit further. Or I could take it right off, but... So, what I want to do, this is going to butt up here. So I would need to try and get it around about the middle. And I'm not going to get that other one off. So let me take them off and be a daring person. So what you can actually do is you can pop that where you think it's going to go, and you can pull that down over, and then we're going to put this one here. So I'm hoping this is going to work. I've got a feeling I've just put that on the wrong piece. Doesn't matter. I will make it work. Come on. Up you come. That's what happens when I stop to talk, you see. Then you can literally fold that back under there like that. And you can close it, or you can just pop it down like that. So that gives us our first... Oh yeah, that'll still work. Yeah, that gives us our first box. Now we're going to pop our second box on here. I just really wanted to put a greeting of some sort on there. So what do I want to put on there? Yesterday, I used one that said, "You can do anything." I think it said. These are the fabulous sayings. These are the latest. Hi, Glenda. How are you? I prefer the cooler days. No, me either, Deb. So these are the new product of the month, and there's some really nice sayings on here. So thank you would fit because we're going to fit it into this little box here. So thank you would fit nicely. Hello would fit nicely. I think I might just put hello. And I'm going to stamp it before I put it in there because I know me. Now, where is hello? There it is. It's decent size. But seeing it sitting there on its own, maybe thank you. Oops. I think that looks better, but I still think I should put something in there. What do we think? Where's my pieces? That's going to be too small. I'd have to. We've got some squares here. What I really want is something very light. See, that would sort of fit on there. I could take a bit more off and then put the thank you. Let me stamp that thank you and see if it shows up. That would be a plan, Lorraine. So if I was to use the basic grey, which I think I would, no, it doesn't show up. Not happening. So I think I will just do, so we're going to pop some other bits on here. So, and that thank you doesn't seem to be taking the ink properly either. Grab a piece of paper. No, it's not. Let's see if we can get that to, that's better. All right. What was happening was it was bubbly over the tea and this didn't look right. Clean that off before I get it everywhere. All right, I'm just gonna just put the thank you in the middle there. Are we working this time? Just making sure I can see that second. I like the font too. They're all nice. Hi, Daryl. How are you? It does take time, doesn't it? So I spoke to Mum yesterday and she's feeling a lot better. It's the cough that's the bother for her more than anything. So years and years ago, when we were kids, you used to be able to buy a cough medicine and it was called Irish moss. Tasted, well, some people thought it tasted horrible. I actually don't mind the taste of it. And you could get it here in Woolworths. And then suddenly you couldn't get it here. And I was a bit disappointed because, like, if I get a bad cough, I did like that one, and I didn't like paying like $20-$30 for a bottle of cough medicine that you're only going to take about 3 doses from because you get better. So anyway, I was talking to Mum and she said, oh, Ian got some, as my brother, got some Irish moss. And I'm like, wow. Oh, bless. Sorry to hear that, Daryl, but happy that she was able to choose. Sending positive vibes and love to your family. So when we do this one, we have to make sure that this little bit here is going to the right hand side. The single one is going to the left. And I put 2 pieces on that one to hold it down. Normally I would peel this back and do it, but for a horrible minute there. All right, so you can put that back like that, and you can just line this up into the middle or thereabouts, and pop it down. Does that look around about middle? I try and make it the middle of this because, okay, and then you can just press that down. And, oh my goodness, don't do that to me. You know what I did? I put it on. That's supposed to stick up like that. Let me just put a... So there you have your fun fold. But that comes over like that. Okay, now I have a problem in here because what I did was I actually made a crease where there shouldn't have been a crease, which is weird. You know when I said make sure I've got that? So what I'll do, because it's sticky and I don't want to pull it off and wreck I'm just going to do that. So you use this to take the sticky away. And then if it shows, which it doesn't really, I will. So this is how the card is going to sit. That goes there. And that comes over the top. So really we're just going to put something on here and keep it fairly simple. I can see that. That's annoying me, but that's all right. I'll put a piece of something on there because it's not sitting. You know what? If I can get this piece off, I'm going to recut that. Yes. See what I did? I put it, instead of just putting it on that piece, because that piece forms I put it on both. So I'll recut that piece. It'll take me 2 seconds. At least we didn't have any, they're going to be big enough. Yeah. Okay, so we want it 2 by 3.5. So let's go 3.5, perfect, by 2. And scoring at 1/2 and 2.5. 1/2. Now my dog wants to go out. 2.5 and 3. Just open the door for her. Go on, out you go. Good girl. I think it's getting a bit hot in here for her. All right, let's do that again. So it's only that one and that one that we're going to put the And I'm going to re-stamp that. Thank you. I don't think we get, I mean, it's legal in New South Wales. I don't know whether it's legal here in Queensland, which is sad, isn't it? Let me. There we go. I think it's like everybody has their own thoughts on that sort of thing, but I really think that it should be the choice of the person, you know. But that is just my thoughts. I'm just popping 2 pieces on there because that's me being very confident that I've got it right this time. There we go. Oops. And then this one. Oh, I know what I did. I did the fold bit right, but you know those cards that I make with the 3 boxes in? It's exactly the same. So that can go up there. I can fold that right back and lay it down like so, and then lift it up, and it worked perfectly. The last time I put it on the 2. All right, so when we close this, we have this. I must have been talking a lot this morning because the time has gotten on. All right, I need to just put a couple of, let me see what I've got in my little box here, and it might work. I don't know. I've just got one big gear. Now, because that folds over, I can put it on there and it would fold over. And then put something down in here. But look, let me grab the dies and quickly cut something, because I don't think we want too much big stuff today. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to probably go a little bit over today. And I think I'll do the chain and that. So maybe I'll just do that out of this. If I do the whole lot out of it, it will save time. Although I don't really have to hurry, it's just me. I'm going to tape these down because I don't want them wandering all over the place. It'll work for that. This one yet here, I've never yet managed to get it smack bang in the middle. Let's see what happens today. Gosh. Well, that was a good start, wasn't it? Okay, I mentioned that I wanted to get a move on, so everything's going to go at snail's pace. So we have the base and we have a chain. Which probably should have been of a different colour, but we'll see. And then we've got that little gear. Pretty sure there should be a, oh yeah, there it is. That little gear. And this cute little gear here. Now, do I want to do anything else? Might do one of those. And I might actually cut that. Let me see what I've got here. I'm just going to use the same DSP and see if I can. So I could do one that way. And what else will I do? Don't know if I want a big one. I might do a big one as well. I'll have to get another piece of paper for that. So let me do two of these. Oops. I also want that. Okay, so I've got that. And I did another base for that because I wasn't keen on the other one. And I might just do what do I do with that? Might just do another one of these. I should probably have got some of these cut out beforehand, but we were so busy trying to get the washing done and get it out on the line before, to hopefully get it dry before it rains. Let's put that back across there, that back across there, close that up. Put it over here. All right, so we've got a few more bits and pieces there. And we'll play with what we've got. All right. So We've got the thank you, which I can't really put too much up there, but what I could do is, I wish I could find my scissors, is cut it through there and have, I think I have the blue side up. Let's do that. Just a teeny daub. Now the first card I made this week with these was, I used glue dots, and I found that I had to keep popping them down. So I'm just going to open that up a little bit and put that across there. And then I could even have this one. No, not going to do that. What I'm going to do, let's just do a, let me have maybe this. Is there any ink left on that? Not a lot. Do the edge. See if there's anything left on this one. It doesn't matter if there's not. It's just changing the colour just a little bit there so that it'll show up better. So I'm going to put that just on that. Oops. I'm just going to pop that down there, and it actually looks a bit of a mixture of colour, which is great. So then on here, let me see what comes over what's on the front. So I'm going to pop this down here. I might still have to cut another couple of little ones. I like this on this background. Why, Lorraine, do you do that? Because that one actually fits exactly. I should have used the other one. Never mind. All right. The one I did yesterday, you could see through the... Oh, look, that's the bit I should have put on. Let me pop that down there like that. This is what was supposed to go on the top, wasn't it? Tiny daubs again. Well, I've sort of made that 3D-ish now, haven't I? Just need to wipe that. So we've got that down there. I'm going to do a big one, which I'm going to put in there. And then in this part here, I'm just going to go through there. So I'm going to do it sort of like that, and then pop another one down there at the bottom, just so that we've got something there to make it look like. And then I can always pop another bit of that down there. I'll cut one large one of these, and I will cut it in. Or I cut it in. I think I will cut it in. Let's see what I've got. I'm going to go a bit, just picked up a piece. It's from the same bundle. Sweet. I just thought it's still got the basic beige. All right, I can do one of two things here because I have brought in something else that will work. So I can either have that across there or across there with that side, or I can just have it with that basic beige. What do you think? Script or beige? Desley, you've got an appointment. Sorry, I've been keeping your mind off. Yeah. So lives are often good for that, aren't they? I must admit I tend to. So I'm just going to put that on there. Which do you, oh, that's right, it goes that way. Which do you think? Do you think the script or the basic beige? There's the script. And there's more of the possibly crumb cake. I'm not sure, but yeah, I can do it that way. The beige, this one. Alrighty. You have spoken. So I'm only going to put the glue to here. What I've got hanging out of that wouldn't really have mattered, would it? Because it's a circle. So that's going to go down. And I will just put this on here like that. Yep. And then a bit worried that might crease up. We'll see. And then I can might just pop that through there. I like that idea. Popping that through there and put it up there and that down there. Let's do this one because I liked that. I don't want to put too much on it. Oh, got a bit of a mess there, but that's okay. And then I'll just put this one down the bottom, I think. You know, when I don't want this glue to come out quickly, I get lumps. When I do want it to come out, it doesn't run. Maybe just this one down here. Just see what I mean? Just random. My goodness, it's sticking all over the place. It's even curved. Who knew we could curve a bit of metal? All right, so that is that. I'm a bit worried that that is needed to have been actually on cardboard, on card. I might sort that out afterwards, um, which I can do. Now, some little diamante things to go with this. Not diamantes, but these are the ones that come with it. So we'll pop a couple of them on and we're done. I was going to have a go at splodging ink, but I know me. It does look a bit like a ship's wheel, and you can see that it's turning up and it shouldn't. Maybe I just need to use the bone folder to get these down flatter. I don't know. It's still going to turn up, so I will what I'll do is I'll put another piece on top of there, but I'll have it with I'll sort it, believe me. All right, so that's tucking, that's going over. So where do we want some of these? I think we'll just put one down here, maybe one up there, and one further down here. I was going to put it on there, but I'm not going to because it looks very much like a ship's wheel, doesn't it? So there's our card. So when it opens up, you can see what you've got inside there. But then you close it. When you close it, you just lift that bit and tuck it under there, and that's hey. What you can do is if you put it, so this is where you would write. If you were to put a spare piece on there, you could put a piece of ribbon or something and tie it in the front if you were doing it with a different, that is really sticking up. If you were doing it with a different suite, I think. But yeah, that's a bit better, but it's still sticking up. But I'll sort that. I'm going to cut it in a piece of cardboard in a minute and put it through. So what do you think? Do you like that? It's different, and I must admit it does look nice in florals. So if I feel up to it later, I might even do a floral one. But there we go. All right, that's me for today. Let me come back up. All right, so mine is the reverse to Sue Campfield's. Like I said, she had it so that this sat that way, but to me it needed to come down this way. So that's why I chose to do it. I could put a bit more stuff in there. Didn't want to overdo it today with the bits and pieces, especially after the last couple of days where we've had, quite a bit going on the cards. So I thought today would be some linen twine for the guy. Yep, could put the linen twine. I actually thought of putting some linen twine between two cogs, but I've still got tomorrow and Friday to go. So you do love the card. Thanks, Desley. I mean, if you didn't want it to go that way, you could just do it like that. But also, like I said, you can swap it so that, yeah, this actually comes off of this side. It's not hard to swap. And then you can just, it does the same thing, but it does it the other way, if that makes sense. When you open it, we've got the boxes sort of coming, the eye comes from the top down. If you do it the other way, you sort of, to me, you miss it, but that's, yeah. All right, that's it for today. Thanks, Marlene. Thanks, Tanya. You're still not convinced that you need it. Okay. Do you know, it's funny, isn't it? Because like some you just really want straight away, and others, yeah, it does take some convincing. And I watch other people, and while they're doing it, I think, I really want that set now. So I go and put it into my cart, whatever you want to call it. And the next thing, when I go to, I don't want that, and I take it out again. So um, yeah, I don't mind them like this. I think these are probably prettier or better. Um, I quite like these ones, but then you get so much stuff on them. And like I said, I will fix that piece up there. I'm gonna just do it with a piece of, yeah. I'll show you. And that's me for today. So thank you so much all for joining me today. Yes, all the best for your appointment, Desley. You do the same thing, Tanya. If I actually bought everything that I put into the cart, we would be broke. So, it's so easy to do, and then you just realize that you can't have everything. You just can't. So, and I'm actually with the, what's it called? Lovely and Beautiful Suite. I got the papers and I got the nested dies, and I've actually got the other part of the suite sitting there. But when I looked at the papers, I thought, you know what, I can fussy cut that and have a similar result. So, and we've got other greenery. So yeah. All right. Okay, you take care. Good luck, Desley. And I will see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much for joining.